Hey, everybody, off the Mike Sports Network here. So reacting to the conclusion, the sad conclusion a lot of people on the internet are going to be just celebrating in the streets because the Los Angeles Lakers are out of the playoffs, and a lot of people on the internet and a lot of people around the world do not like the Los Angeles Lakers. A lot of people don't like LeBron, and that's what I want to talk about here because in the build-up to the end of this series, specifically when it went to 3-1, we kind of assumed that this was going to be over. I don't know if we all thought it was going to end in 5, but it did. So a lot of people have now been using this as kind of a referendum on LeBron's legacy because, hey, he got bounced in the first round again. And, listen, I'm not going to pretend to act like, the LeBron MJ comparison has followed LeBron for the last 20 years because they wear the same number. And, LeBron is a spectacular player. He's the all-time leading scorer in the history of the league. He's a 4-time champion. He's done just about everything humanly possible you can do in your career. He's playing at a high level at the age of 40. He's been in the NBA so goddamn long that his son got drafted, fair or not. But everybody's trying to use this as some sort of referendum because he had Luka Doncic on his team, because he had all of these advantages to him, and because they were the 3 seed and they lost to a 6 seed in Minnesota and got bounced with only winning 1 game, that we're going to look at LeBron somehow as just this was a colossal failure of a season. And this was LeBron's never going to be Jordan. And this, stop with that comparison. Guys, first of all, and I've said this on this channel, I'm sick and tired of the GOAT debate, okay? Can we just let these guys be great, for God's sake? I understand that it's fun fodder for sports talk and debate shows, and I know what the shows are going to reek of tomorrow. They're going to be dunking and basically saying, Jordan would have never lost in the first round in 5 games. Guys, do we realize that LeBron James is playing at 40, okay? And at some points looked like the best player on the floor. It's hard to do this. Everybody's going to look at, 4-6 in the finals. He got swept in the finals. He lost in 5 games in the finals. He's been down 3-1 numerous times in his career. Guys, the NBA has never been more talented than it is. Okay, let's call it what it is. There is talent all over. Look at the Houston Rockets. The Houston Rockets have Amen Thompson, Jalen Green, Alperen Şengün. They have a bunch of dudes on the team. The Cleveland Cavaliers have slowly been building their thing for a long time. The Boston Celtics have been running roughshod in the Eastern Conference for the last 5 to 10 seasons. There's never been more talent in the league. It's just that we don't have a specific dude at the top of the league. We don't. And we've been looking at LeBron for the last 20 years because he has basically been the face of this thing for the longest fucking time. And just because he got Luka Doncic in a fleece of a trade, no matter what you want to think, and all you Mavs fans or you Nico Harrison apologists, Mavs fans still think that they're still mad about losing Luka. But you Nico Harrison apologists trying to say, yeah, you made the right trade. Guys, the Mavs they didn't even make the playoffs this year. And I know a lot of that was because they had injuries all over the place, but still, the best player in the deal went to the Lakers. The roster construction really is what failed this team. And just because LeBron is LeBron and we're supposed to measure him up to, Michael Jordan because of all these comparisons, can we just stop with that, please? I understand that LeBron is not easy to like, okay? I get it. He can come across as arrogant. He can come across as a little bit pompous. I get it. He burned Cleveland twice. The second time I was more fine with him leaving than the first. I get it. He's not an easy person to like. But at the same time, let's be real here. A 40-year-old man has a team as a 3 seed in the NBA playoffs, and they got beaten by a team with a bunch of dudes who are in their mid to late 20s. Mike Conley's the old man in the room, and Julius Randle's been around for a while. But look at that Timberwolves team. They have a bunch of young dudes. Jaden McDaniels is young. Anthony Edwards is young. Rudy Gobert is up there in age too. But they have a good balance of defensive versatility, athleticism, and the Lakers just didn't have it. And here's the thing: LeBron, yeah, he gets coaches axed, and he got his guy JJ Redick who got exposed in this series, and you can blame that on him. But here, I'm tired of hearing about this LeBron MJ comparison, and I know what is going to happen over the next handful of days with the Lakers out of the playoffs. With him being eliminated in 5 games by a Minnesota Timberwolves team that is a 6 seed. Everybody's just going to look at that optically, and yeah, it's not a good look, but he's still a great player. Come on. I've been over the whole GOAT debate ever since. This has made debate shows for the last 15, 20 years. I'm over it. He won a title for a city that and a team that I hold near and dear to my heart in the Cleveland Cavaliers. And I hope that the Cavs can do it on their own and rid themselves of, the stank of, hey, they can't win it without LeBron. LeBron is still a great player. So let's get over that, please. I'm sick and tired of just seeing the narratives of people just trying to dunk on LeBron just because, it didn't work out in this series. Does he deserve a lion's share of the blame of what happened? Yes. But he is in an era where there are supremely talented teams and supremely talented players, and the roster construction and the way that his teams have been built, and some of it by him. Let's talk about this. LeBron, the basketball mind and the guy who kind of wants to build rosters, that is a flawed person. Okay? Because look at what happened in Cleveland. Ran out of gas. Look at what happened here in LA, even if he wasn't really the chief strategist behind the Luka Doncic trade. They've had to sacrifice a lot of things to please LeBron, and it hasn't worked out. And look at some of these better, more structurally sound organizations. Golden State, when they met up with them, San Antonio, when they housed them in the finals. These organizations have just been better run, and they're not beholden to a LeBron James. So let's separate the basketball player, because he is still great. But in terms of how he structures rosters and the influence and the power that he has, that's a separate issue. Okay? That's a separate issue. But this whole LeBron Michael Jordan debate is just, it's silly at this point. I stopped caring about it about 7, 8 years ago. It was about 7 years ago, because when he took the Cavs team that was 50 feet of crap after they traded Kyrie, and he took them to the NBA Finals. And granted, they got housed. That was when I was like, dude, this guy's fucking spectacular. He's still going to be one of the greatest players ever. What are we doing? What are we doing? It just feels like wasted energy. So all you people who want to just go dunk on him on the internet, be my guest, go do it. You're just going to look like a bunch of clowns. Because at some point we've got, when we sit back at this, it's just become such a divisive and such a unnecessary, negativity, tribal. It's almost tribalistic. It's a lot of ways. It's like wrestling. It's like how I argue with people about AEW and WWE. It's really gotten to that point. And I'm like, guys, first of all, half y'all didn't even watch Michael Jordan when he was playing. You just saw videos of it, or you based it off of the documentary that you did. And the other part of it is just a lot of you have been burned by LeBron in your career. So I don't know what to tell you, man. It's just annoying. So just wanted to get that off my chest. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.